Hi guys, Brooke Douglas, pediatric nurse practitioner. We're going to talk about sunscreen today. It's getting warm and hot outside and everybody is ready to go out and soak up the sun. With babies that are less than 6 months old, we don't want to use sunscreen on them because their skin is unable to keep out the chemicals that are in sunscreen from their skin. It can also cause some rash and irritation. So for babies that are under 6 months old, ideally we just want to keep them out of direct sunlight. So we want to keep them in the shade, a hat, keep them covered, especially their face, keep them in clothing that's light and breathable so that they don't get too hot if they're outside. So 6 months and older, they can have sunscreen. There's actually a difference between sunscreen and sunblock. Sunblock actually blocks the rays by scattering the UV radiation on contact. Sunscreen absorbs the UV radiation with chemicals. So that's the difference between those two. I prefer sunblock over sunscreen. It also tends to not burn the eyes as much as sunscreen does if it migrates into the eyes. So I like sunblock better as well for that. When you're buying it though, we're looking for an SPF that's 30 or higher, so a minimum of 30. It doesn't matter what tone of skin you have, always 30 plus for kids. We're looking for a broad spectrum sunblock as well. That means that it blocks UVA and UVB rays. We're going to look for one that's water resistant as well. We can get hot and sweaty even if we're not in the water, so we want to look for that also. There is no difference between baby sunblock and adult sunblock or sunscreen. If it says SPF 30, then that's what you're going to get. However, some of the baby ones can be a little more gentle on the skin, so you may find that a baby one might work better for your baby's skin type specifically. The spray is really great for older kids if they can hold their breath when you are applying the sunscreen. If you have younger ones that cannot hold their breath yet, you want to stay away from the spray because they can inhale that, and of course they're inhaling chemicals. So the sprays are great for their older ones. If they're younger and can't hold their breath, go ahead and use a cream, or the sunscreen sticks are great as well for the face. And then remember to reapply every 1 to 2 hours if you're still outside in the sun to keep that sunblock working the way we want it to.